first question will be from Mark Masters with TSN.
For both of you guys, can you describe what the moment was like when you found out you made the team and the emotions you're going through today?
I think when I first found out the news, it was a childhood dream come true. And, ever since we started playing hockey, we've been, watching the World Juniors growing up, and it's been a big part of my hockey career. So, when I got that news, it was just, I didn't have many words to describe it, but it was just something pretty surreal.
Yeah, it's a creative way of kind of delivering the news. Can you take us back to that moment? What I guess it would have been this morning, and were you surprised? Like, take us through what you're seeing as that plays out.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit different for me. My dad doesn't have an iPhone, so it was just a phone call for me. But it was pretty special getting the news from him because, he's taught me everything I've learned to be a man. So, just kind of him giving me the news was pretty special. And then obviously my mom knew as well, and she called me right after. So it was pretty special to share that moment with them.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Our next question is from Stefan Leroux with RDS.
My question is for Ryan. Your brother Nick made two training camp. He was cut once, and then he made it the year after. How much he talked to you about the experience, the way you have to live that and goes through the stress of make the team and be on that live your dream, if I can say.
Yeah, I think that first year after he got cut, he was pretty upset, and that just gave him more motivation the next year to, not take his foot off the gas that whole camp and, just don't leave any stone unturned. So, I think the biggest thing he told me before going into camp was, you just can't, you got to make the best of every opportunity, and you just got to keep going. And I think yesterday I was pretty stressed out thinking about the final cuts. So I was texting him, and he just said, you can't worry about that now. You did the best you could, and you just got to leave it up to them.
Our next question is from Sam Cosentino with Sportsnet.
Hi, Ryan. I'm assuming that you were skating in London, and if so, with that group of guys there, is there anything that you were able to take away from anyone in particular? I know Bo Horvat had quite an impact on a couple of guys that were skating in that group. So first, I guess, were you in that group? And if so, was there someone who had an impact on you?
Yeah, I was skating with that group. Me and Dylan. And I think, Jordan Kyrou, he was a guy that was always telling me just all this stuff about the World Juniors. So, he just said, go and have the best camp you can. And obviously, you got to compete and do what the coaches are asking of you. And I think it's pretty similar to what my brother was saying. And you got to go full throttle the whole time. And, you can't leave any stone unturned.
Thanks, Scott. Our next question is from Ryan Payette with the London Free Press.
Ryan, when you think of what you're doing last year at this time and what you're going through, does making this team feel like a bit of a personal milestone?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, last year I had a pretty serious injury and kind of halted my playing ability. So I think just kind of grinding through that injury and getting back on the ice. And ever since I got back, this was a goal of mine because last year, I wanted to come to this camp and, make this team. So I think, coming into this year, I just didn't want to, not be a part of this team. And, I'm just so thrilled to have made it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks.
Our next question is from John Abbott with TSN Radio.
Ryan, forgive me if you've been asked this, but just wondering how surreal this is for your family to know that you're the next one, being able to wear the maple leaf and compete at this tournament, and also what you learned from your big brother.
Yeah, obviously, my dad gave me the news this morning that I was going to be a part of the team, and he actually said, Nick didn't get a gold medal, so you can one up him on that. So, that's what I'm going to try and do here. And obviously, if I have that gold medal, he can't really say much more. So I think obviously, Nick's been a big part of my whole hockey journey, and he's just been always by my side and always giving me tips, and he's someone I can always talk to. So, he just said, you got to keep grinding and go out there and, just compete every shift and do the best you can.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, John. Our next question is from Moses Woldu with Global News.
Congratulations, gentlemen. This is for both of you. Can you tell me the moment that the realization of making this team sunk in? It could have been once you got the announcement, maybe when you were at practice, but can you tell me that precise moment when you found out or you just realized it to yourself, oh man, I'm on Team Canada?
Yeah, I think it didn't feel real until, I hit the ice and you just see all the talent that's out there. And, obviously we had 20 first rounders or something like that. And just how fast paced the practice is, it's going to be exciting. And I think, right when I stepped on the ice, it was just hit me at once, and it was something pretty special.
Thanks, Ryan. Connor, congratulations to both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Moses. Our last question is from Sarah Maher with OHL.com.
And congratulations. 4 members of the Saginaw Spirit were invited to camp, but that's an impressive number. 2 of you, of course, cracked the final roster. I know as things kind of turned out, you really only got to play about 2 months there, but how much of a testament is that to the program and the development they have in Saginaw?
Yeah, I think, when Lazary and Drinkle took over, they that organization just took off, and, they've created such a great organization and, such a great atmosphere there. It made my time there pretty special. And, Lazary, he works hard day in, day out, and he's always the first one at the rink, last one to leave. And, that's something you want to see in your coaches, and, it motivates the players even more. So I think just kind of what they've done with that whole organization is pretty special, and, it makes me proud to be a part of them.
And how much more exciting is it to get to live out this dream with a familiar teammate like Cole Perfetti?
Yeah, it was fun, at the camp when we had, Mason and Tristan, obviously Cole, and, just be able to share this with Perfetti. It's going to be fun, and, hopefully we can get out there together, but, we'll see throughout the tournament, but, it's always fun to do this with a teammate.